So I just finished watching these.
Yeah, some stuff.
That's some stuff.
Yeah,
Borderline rapage, underage sex.
yeah.
Hey everybody! Welcome to another fine episode of Who's That Anime with your host Stephen Collin. We were getting halfway through. No, past halfway through. Chainsaw
Yeah,
Man.
we're on the second half now.
We're on the second half. We're in
The the back nine.
the back nine. I mean, sure, that's a number and backwards.
Yeah, it's a golf term.
Oh, I suppose because
When you
there's
get
18
to
holes.
your first nine, front nine and the back nine.
Why would you call it that? Just because it's
The back
different.
nine.
Yeah, why would he ever do that?
Well, it's like in hockey where they call it halves, but there are three of them.
I think people get hit in the head too much at sport.
I definitely think people get hit in the head a lot playing hockey. So
Oh yeah, well I know that for sure.
I used to play ice hockey a long time ago.
Well, no, it wasn't ice hockey. It was just regular hockey.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah,
field
I used
hockey
to.
too. Use
Oh, okay.
Americans
Or grass hockey.
grass hockey. Yeah,
Yeah,
not shinty.
not shinty. Then the people playing shinty definitely get hit in the head a lot.
Well, you love the ball in that.
Yeah, I my
Or
parents attended a shinty game because they were passing by, and within 5 minutes, someone had been concussed and someone's car windshield had broken.
it wasn't a very good game of shinty then, was it?
It's the perfect game of shinty.
The perfect game of shinty. And then you got was it lacrosse? Where
Lacrosse. That's a very American thing as well, though, right?
I mean, with the name lacrosse, I thought it's more French, but never
Well, I think
mind.
it is. I wonder if it's French Canadian because I know that I think like I could be going crazy, but I'm pretty sure like Ivy League universities have lacrosse teams.
I mean, it sounds like a ponty sport where you lob like hard ball and catch it to a net
I
and
mean,
then
it's
lob it.
also pretty violent as well. I mean, it's no high lie, but yeah.
I mean, well, you know, that just goes back to point of like when you had the nobles and you had the knights and they all went in and like chopping people up. You know, like polo
Yeah,
and
but I mean,
jousting.
have you seen high lie?
Well,
You wear like a big curved hook that you put a very heavy ball in and throw.
wait, oh, is that highlight? Yeah. No, lacrosse is
Yeah,
the one where you got the net where you catch it.
lacrosse has got a net.
Yeah.
High lie is yeah. It's like I don't even look. You know what? It's Tron. Remember Tron?
I remember seeing in Tron where they had like things like that.
The
Yeah.
hook hands. Yep,
Yeah.
that's high lie.
Did they watch Tron and think that's cool? Let's do that.
I
Or
think it's maybe the other way around, but
or an actual sport.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, people get hit
So
in the head too much in sport. Makes
they
it go
do.
crazy
They do.
and make up random names like back nine and what was the other one in hockey?
The third half.
The third half. How is
No, it's not even worth trying to figure that one out.
that's like American football?
Um,
It's in quarters.
they do actually have quarters though. It's four quarters.
Yeah, third half though.
The third half is not ideal. It's
That indicates
yeah,
that
it's not.
it already 1.5 times longer than it should be.
Yeah, the every game of hockey is 150%.
I mean, it's 150%. You gotta give 150%, man.
Yeah,
Watch
it's
out
the
for
only way
that
to win.
rubber puck. Pretty hefty things those are.
I've been hit by a few.
Yeah, yeah.
They're they're unpleasantly heavy to be hit in certain places.
Like the bridge
For
between those.
example, I very fortunately I played with a cage, so I did not get hit in the face. But I have been hit in the cage by a puck.
Wait. You played with a cage, so like you were like on a metal cage, just pushing it around the ice,
Yeah,
and
like when they you go down in the water with sharks.
yeah, he just had one of
Yeah, it's
those,
like that. Yeah.
and the gap was like also not big enough to let a puck through
No,
horizontally.
no, it's a puck repellent puck resistant surface.
Puck resistance. Oh, feel like it just bounced off the cage and like, or it just stops when it gets to the cage. Like, oh, I can't be hitting that. I'm
No,
repelled by that, and then shoots the other
I
way.
was I was not very good at hockey. Uh, I could ice skate. I can't play hockey. Not very well anyway. So I got knocked over a lot and got very heavily beaten down by the bigger, better players. So gave up.
Should have manned up, got heavier, and start beating them down.
I was plenty heavy. I just just sucked at hockey. So
I don't think there was much hockey in ice hockey. All I ever see is big fights.
yeah, there were quite a few. Not so much in the kids version I was playing, but yeah. Definitely when you watch the older groups play after quite a few fights.
Yeah. Aye. Oh well. That's
So
fair.
we are
Uh
here to talk about episode 7.
ah. Was it?
It's got a great episode name. The Taste of a Kiss.
The taste of a kiss.
We're about to find out what that tastes like.
Um,
So
chainsaws.
is it this one? Wait. Yes.
Yes, it
It
is
is
this
this
one.
one. Yes.
Maybe.
So we last left off with the group Denji jumping into the jaws of the Devil
Uh huh.
down into through the elevator shaft and being like, this is gonna suck. But I ain't
But
owing any of you shit. So
that was an elevator shaft. That was a corridor.
was it a corridor? Oh, of
Oh
course,
yeah.
because the thing's been turned. Yeah, you're right.
It
The
went
building had been turned 90
well.
degrees.
Well, that floor anyway. Yeah, because it's
Yeah,
controlling
yeah.
it.
So yeah, he jumps down, and of course, the previous thing we saw at the end of the last episode is he jumps down and it just kind of like goes all whoa, like space timey.
Uh-huh.
But then actually, we see what really happens this time, and it's just he falls in, and the jaws just go and
Yeah.
like munch him, leaving a blood stain.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Is that okay? That can't be good. Turns out it doesn't matter.
No, he's cool. And he's just starts wailing on it.
Oh yeah, he's it's pretty good. I like as we mentioned in the previous episode, is that his grand plan was he goes, I'm gonna hurt it until it wants to kill itself.
Yeah. Begs for
And
mercy.
that's his plan. Yeah. So he starts like cutting at it, and it's like, this sucks. I hate this. And then he starts to slow down, and everyone's like, oh shit, I think he's running out of blood. He can't keep doing this forever. And then Denji realizes, like, wait, the Eternity Demon has blood. I'll just drink when I cut.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, he gets kind of like pinned down by the hands of the eternity.
Yeah,
Demon.
that's right.
And he's you've lost. And then he just takes a big bite out the head of like one of the many heads of the eternity demon.
Oh my god.
And then starts up again. And the power's like, oh yeah, he's not doing too well because, once he loses
He's
his
low on
blood,
blood.
you'll have you'll lose his chainsaws. Anyway,
I do like this next bit because of course he's just now slicing with careless abandon constantly, just swinging and cutting and tearing. And I think his words are, I think this is a direct quote, is, I'm a fucking perpetual motion machine.
yeah. I don't think I it had the word. But I don't know. I'm perpetual thingy machine, I should win the Nobel Prize.
He does say I should win the Nobel Prize.
Yeah, and that's the end of the Nobel Prize talk.
It is. I'm disappointed that never came back up. But yeah, everyone else is like, well, I guess he's just going to keep going for a while. And everyone's kind of, chilling out, having a nap, like Denji was earlier. And eventually someone says, like, oh, God, isn't he tired? It's been like 3 days. And you're like, oh my God, it's been 3 days. He's been cutting and killing for 3 days.
Yeah,
This is madness.
He has a flashback too. For
Does he?
no, what's her name does? Haima? Himio? Bag Patch Girl.
Oh, don't make me forget her name.
And him.
Himeno.
Yeah, Himeno. She has a flashback about her boss because she's just watching in awe and says,
Oh, yeah, that's
the best devil hunters are the ones that are fucking insane. Or have a screw nut loose.
That's right. And he's like, do you have a screw loose? And she's like, no. He's like,
yeah. Does Aki?
Aki does. Aki does.
Aki does to a degree, but then the mentor kind of disagrees. Nah, he's still pretty sensible.
Yeah.
And then they get on that it turns out that Himo also wants the Gundel killed.
Yes.
And then yeah, so she's kind of blushing at like, oh wow, look at him, he's like fucking insane.
It's awesome.
Tearing this thing up. And then she kind of, you can see her that she's really tired because she must have been watching it for like 3 days or something.
Yeah.
And then goes to the room. She goes, oh, how long has it been? Oh, about 3 days since you got stabbed. And he was like, oh, good thing it's over. And then it cuts to Denji, and the demon just goes, look, here's my heart. Please, get rid of it.
Please make this stop.
Yeah.
That is insane. It is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And yeah, of course, they make it out.
Mm-hmm. Denji's soaked in blood.
And he's super happy. He's like, God, I've never felt this good. It's like I've taken a big shit. I feel lighter.
Maybe. I don't really remember that quote.
Oh man, like all of the dialogue in this episode is batshit crazy.
Yeah. And he goes, and the flashback with Humo has like kind of like trying to convince Aki to go private sector, and then they can have fun together. But he's like, nope, public sector for me.
Got gun devils to kill. Can't kill gun devils in the private sector.
Yep. And then they're talking about over another course like how they should have a welcome party.
That's right.
And it's like cool, and I'll speak to Makima, and then they have a wee discussion with Denji, basically just asking, what's actually Denji's deal? What is he? Bet your Makima knows more about him, because they certainly want him dead.
Yeah. Although it doesn't he immediately after saying how great he feels, he passes out.
At the hotel, yeah, I think he probably.
Yeah. He just collapses and they're like, oh yeah, he has been moving for 3 days.
Yeah, he has been wildly chopping things to bits for 3 days.
For 3 days. I think he needs a rest.
Yeah, so they take Aki and Denji to the hospital. And the other two get.
That's right. Oh yeah, because the recruits get to leave.
Yeah, go back to the office. And they're like, oh, well, my recruits, they kind of wanted to leave. You know, they're thinking about quitting the Demon Tons.
That's right, because Himeno and Aki are in like an alleyway recovering some more of the Gun Devil's bits from another devil.
Tiny
and she's like, yeah, they want to quit. I don't know why.
Yeah. And that's why they're having the welcome meeting to try and convince them to stay.
Yeah. And to welcome some other new recruits, right?
Oh,
Was there
just
not
to get
more?
to know the team, because I think none of the
Yeah,
teams
yeah,
actually have been talked about. So,
that's true. Yeah,
so they go to a barbecue place or pub of some sort, and
yeah.
have a big meeting, and everyone's going, "Ah, look at all this food! It smells great. I don't know where to start." And Power's there like, "This one's mine, and this one's mine." She's
The
just
fried
basically,
chicken is mine. It's mine. You can't have it. It's
yeah,
all mine.
she's just 100% just the cat from Red Dwarf. I'm going to eat you, little fishy. I'm going to eat you, little fishy.
She's the most self-obsessed, self-absorbed of all of the characters.
Yeah,
Uh, on a very consistent basis. So
yeah. Uh, so Makima isn't there yet, but so they start going introducing themselves. So Denji goes, "Ah, I'm 16, and I'm that," and they're all
it's
like,
like
"What?"
I like to sleep and eat.
Yeah, I like to sleep
Uh,
and eat. This is
oh yeah,
hobbies.
that's very young. And what is it? Ari stands up and he's like, I'm 20, and I like making haikus, and I'm yelling.
Oh, and I made a pact with the Fox Demon.
Oh yeah, he did. And someone makes a comment. It's like, oh, the Fox Demon makes pacts with everyone.
Well, that's good. Denji goes, "Wait, isn't that what's his name? Aki's thing?"
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, the Fox Demon's pretty friendly, but only certain people get to get the head of the Fox Demon,
Yeah,
the
that's
ones it
right.
likes. And then the kid, the little girl, scary girl, was like, she arrived late and was like, wow, I haven't eaten this kid in ages. And she's
Yeah.
20 and she likes eating free food, I think was what she
Oh,
said.
Kobeni. Yeah,
Yeah.
she likes to eat. I think this is where like is it Aki says to like, hey, or is it Himeno says to the other like devil hunter, I think his name's Fushi.
Uh huh.
He's like, oh, what happened to your new recruits? And I'm like, oh, they died.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
They
the
died.
Humo's two recruits are like, "What? How, does that happen often in this position?" I
Yeah.
was like, yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah,
because
pretty often.
public sector goes after the harder devils,
It's dangerous
not
stuff.
rather than the public sector. Yeah.
Of course,
Uh,
we should mention the whole time is that Himeno is wasted.
oh no, no.
She's pretty drunk already.
She gets drunk off her first, or at least the
She,
first drink
she's
you see.
she's going to get drunk off a lot more.
Well, there's a thing. Anyway, so
Yeah, yeah,
and then she's like, "Oh yeah, we can get that kiss." Oh no, then she's go, "Oh cool, I can get a kiss from you, right?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, sure, but I'm a bit bashful. Just wait until I get really drunk."
yeah. Let me get properly drunk
Yeah,
to deal with this.
yeah.
Having already addressed the fact that she is 22 and Denji is
16.
16.
I don't remember if she's 22 or not. I don't
Did
think
she?
she.
Is somebody else 22? Maybe that was Kobeni.
That was Ari.
Oh, was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe she doesn't say her age. She's definitely not 16.
Oh, oh no. Yeah, yeah. And then I think Makino comes in at this point.
Yeah, she turns up and Aki's like, "Oh, here, Miss Makima, have this seat next
Yeah.
to me."
Yep. And then the questions go, "Yo, so what's the deal with Denji?" or something like that. Or Denji goes, "Oh,
You have
because because she comes in just as he's saying, 'Oh, yes, I'm going to get a kiss.'" And then Makima comes in and is like, "Kiss, eh?
to
What
say.
kiss? What's this?" And he's
This
like,
is the good jokes. Yeah, this is such a great conversation because he's having this monologue in his head. He's like, but I want to kiss Miss Makima, but also there's this drunk girl right now." And
yeah,
then she's like, "Oh, Denji, are you kissing someone?" He's like, "No." And Himeno's like, "Oh, so we're not gonna kiss?" And he's like, "Oh no, yeah, we are."
yeah, yeah,
Like immediately after.
yeah. And
In the
then
same breath, he
yeah,
contradicts himself. It's incredible.
yeah, and then he's like, "Oh shit, I better change the subject." And he goes, "I killed. I got a gunmetal piece."
It did, yeah.
And she says, "Oh, you did. That's pretty good." And then
Yep.
Aki jumps in and goes and asks about Denji, and then it seems like it challenged to a drinking match.
Yeah. What's the deal with Denji? Oh, I could tell you, but you'll have to beat me in a drinking contest.
Yeah,
Oh.
see if you can drink more of me. And
Yeah, and
then
he's like immediately he goes, yes, let's do that.
yeah,
Barkeep, 2 more drinks. And
yeah,
then Himeno's like, no, I wanna do this. Make that 3.
yeah. And then yeah, so the next thing you know, there's and Para orders more food, and so
She
does
does.
uh, Denji. Denji was actually trying to read the menu and saying, "I can't read this kanji."
Yeah, he could only read one thing on it, and I think then ordered that.
I think so, or it's heard Para order it. Anyway,
Yeah.
so it ends up with a table full of uh, beer glasses.
Oh yeah, the beer's flowing, the food's coming.
Mm-hmm. That's been
It's
enjoying.
all looking pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and they all kind of Makimel drinks the one at the table, unfazed, no issue at
Yeah,
all.
she doesn't look bothered in the slightest.
Yeah.
Aki looks like the living embodiment of the dead. He's just lying on the table with his head to the side. It's like, oh, he's not looking great.
Yeah, and then aye, and then she gets his kiss as
Yeah.
kind of forces herself on him.
Yep, on a 16-year-old.
Uh
And there's that nice monologue, internal monologue again. He's like, "Oh, this is really nice, so soft and wet, and what is that?" And then, of course,
huh.
I can we talk a little bit about the fact that they blur this out, which I think is hilarious.
Did they blur it out?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, the puke.
Yep,
I mean, I saw
Himeno
dribbles.
properly vomits directly into his mouth.
Yeah, just like a mother bird's feeding his
Oh
chick.
god, it's so bad.
He's like,
It's so
"Oh,
bad.
Denji," and then Power's like, "Oh yeah, you go, boy."
Yeah, swallow, eat that vomit.
Denji has no shame. He'll eat anything or something.
Yep, and
Some
then he swallows the vomit.
yeah.
Oh, is this when we have the flashback with
Oh,
Pochita?
oh yeah, yeah. He has a flashback of Portugal where he's scrapping
He's
for
for food.
in
He's
the bin.
mocking the rats for eating sick,
Yeah.
which they also blur out the vomit on the ground.
Did they?
Yeah,
I did not pay much attention to the.
it is super weird.
I mean, maybe it's artistic style because
Yeah, maybe.
it's really hard to draw a vomit.
Either way, he's not holding up too well
Yeah,
after being vomited in.
he's in the toilet with Ari, I think.
Yeah,
Who's like, aha, my mum used to come home drunk every
yeah.
night, and I know my
It's such
special
a
throw
sad
up.
thing. Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I can help you because my mum was a drunk. And you're like, oh, that's really sad.
I know the special throw up technique. How's that for you?
Did he say his mum was a drunk?
No, she just came home drunk all the time.
Okay.
Didn't I mean? It kind of says itself. And he's like jealous of Denji of being an expert demon hunter, and then Denji turns out my first kiss was some lass puking into me, and you're jealous
Yeah.
of me. And then the guy like, oh yeah, okay, good point.
He's like, I'm not jealous of that part. That part is not great. You know.
Mhm.
So, whoops.
Yeah,
And then This is the bit that's a bit hazy for me, but I think is like essentially Denji passes out from all the vomiting.
Uh, yeah.
Should we also point out that Makima makes a really big deal about it when I think Denji introduces himself, and she's like, "Oh, you're 16. Have you had anything to drink? I hope you haven't been drinking."
Oh no, I
It's
think
like,
that
"Oh
was.
yeah,
I don't think it was Makima because she wasn't
was
there
it
at the
not?
time.
Was it Himeno?
It might
Was
be
it Himeno?
Himeno or Aki, or
It's just
no, it was the last at the end of the table, I think.
oh okay. It's just because like they make a huge deal of that, and it's like you do realize there's a woman who's going to treat this 16-year-old as a sexual conquest, and we're worried about him drinking,
Yeah, apparently,
which is something that he could choose to do.
as, they do say that Himmel has pretty much kissed everyone except from the
Oh
rookies.
yeah, yeah. She's had her turn with everyone apparently.
Yeah. So anyway, I think it kind of gets to the end of the night, and they all go out and go, "Oh wow, Makima's paying for it," and then the scary kid, "Oh yes, nothing tastes better than a free meal" type thing.
Yup.
And then she goes, "Oh, where's Denji?" And then someone comments, "Oh, I think he will take him away on her back." I was like, "Oh, all right." And then she walks away.
It kind of just cuts to him waking up in a room and being
Yes,
like, where am I?"
it's dark.
And yeah, and then Himeno deciding to get on top of him in very little clothing.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes Denji.
Con.
Yeah.
Denji con. Yeah.
And she really enjoys. She's like, "What is it with you and Aki and fawning over Miss Makima? You could do much better than that bitch."
Yeah.
And you should. And she does the cow horns. You should move on.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
has a little laugh to herself.
Yeah, well, she also comes in and goes like, "What the hell? What are you doing here? Did I?"
Yes.
She brought
Should
you
also
home.
point out she's still drinking.
Uh-huh. She got a fresh
And
can from the fridge.
yeah, she's still drinking after having thrown up. And she's like, "Yeah, how did you get here? Wait, we are in my place. Yes, okay." And he's like, "Please, water. Please."
Yeah.
So she just decides to, as you mentioned earlier on, baby bird him some water or beer, I guess.
I think it was the beer because she takes a big swig of the can. So
yeah, and that it's pretty awful.
yeah. And then I think it just about almost ends there where she kind of like lies next to him in bed and then goes, "You want to do it?"
It's like, huh,
And
then
cuts there.
then it ends. Yeah,
That's it. That's the last episode. End of the
can
episode.
we talk very quickly about the actual outro, because there is like a proper bit in the outro of him and all like rainbow vomiting directly into Denji's mouth.
Yes, there was. Yes.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's like, oh, and it's not like this the split second. It's proper rainbow
No.
and they're rotating.
Yeah,
Right.
and it's constant for about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
It reminds
That
me
was
of
glorious.
reminds me of Gravity Falls.
Yeah, the what was his name? The
Gnome.
the gnome.
Don't know.
My eldest, when he was a baby, had a baby grow with the vomiting gnome on it.
Oh, Jesus, man. You torture your kids
Yeah.
when they're young. That's what people want to wear. A gnome with
What was
a
his name?
I can't remember.
I need to know now. What was his name?
I watched a Flash animation that kind of did a similar thing. Where it was basically it was done around about the time of Nancat was a big thing.
Yeah.
And you had a Nancat loop. and the character was watching it for like, I don't know, excessive amount of time, and then all see is like the roommate comes in, or her boyfriend or whatever comes in. Oh, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, I need to need to go. And then she runs to the bathroom, and it's just like non-cap music as she vomits rainbow.
The name was either Jeff or Smebulok.
No, I think it was Jeff. Smevilot was the
Yeah.
kind of weird one.
He was the
The
one that operated the leg of the giant gnome
uh,
monster.
Smevilok.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was also it was like just went Smevilok and didn't really speak.
Smebulok.
Yeah, he had some.
Gravity Falls is amazing.
Mm-hmm. That was pretty good, man. 2 seasons of it.
Wait. 3?
I thought there was two. There was three.
Have you watched the end of it?
I thought I did. Yeah. They go home. End of the summer holidays.
Yeah. I think there might have been before seasons.
No.
Is it only 2? Oh shit, it is only 2 seasons. I was sure it was 3.
Nope. It got a short run. There might have been a stop in the middle of two.
Yeah, there was, because it took them 2.5 years
Yeah.
to finish season 2.
I think it stopped
2
when
years.
the undercover Grunkle Stan's true identity and Stan Pine actually came through the gate.
Spoilers for Gravity Falls. Gravity
Yeah.
Falls is very good, and you should watch it. How do you rate this episode? This vomity episode, Colin?
Lighthearted.
Yes.
The killing of the demon was, it was like the start of the episode, so it was like all things wrestling matches. There's no real big battles happening. It was like the opening match to get you entertained. It's like, oh, that was a thing. Don't know, 8. I'm going to stick with an 8.
Yeah, I think so too. It's a bit gross in multiple ways, but generally pretty funny, and yeah, I enjoyed it.
Huh.
It's a good one. So yeah, I guess in the next episode we're gonna find out about this, what happens, to Denji and Himeno.
Yeah. Next time on Who's That Anime, we'll find out what happens with Denji and Himeno and the concluding
some
story
other stuff
that's happening. And
which I
flashbacks.
probably, yeah. There's always flashbacks.
Always flashbacks.
How else do you tell stories?
Forward?
Well, there was that show, Flash Forward.
Flash forward. What was that?
Yeah. Is it a sci-fi show in like the early 2000s or like late 2000s, early 2010s?
Alright. And they just
It's okay.
flash forward to the future.
Something like that.
Alright.
Something like a vision of the future that they were trying to change.
Oh, yeah, I think I heard those ones.
It was alright. I seem to remember. In fact, I think Seth MacFarlane was a character in it.
Oh, that early.
No, not that early, because he'd been doing Family Guy for like a while at that point. 10 years.
Hello.
No, 10 years he'd been doing.
Family Guy.
I'm pretty sure it was him. Maybe I'm going crazy. Am I going crazy?
I mean, you did watch an anime where someone physically vomited down some other guy's throat. Like, they didn't even pull away.
No, they did not.
It's like literally it's where it was going. That's choking.
No, he was totally in it. Uncredited in 2 episodes.
Huh. Alright.
So yeah, weird. Yeah, I don't know why he was in that.
There's a nice bit when Denji was puking in the toilet. They actually got the eyes watering. That's
Oh
like
yeah.
I haven't puked like that in a long time. And it's usually alcohol related too.
Oh, it's almost always alcohol
Oh,
related.
a long
Um,
time.
on that note, this has been Who's That Anime, an anime podcast. You can find us at anchor.fm/Who's That Anime, where you can see all the links to the various places you can listen to us, either on that website specifically, or Spotify, Overcast, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Audible, anywhere where RSS feeds work, you can listen to us. If you like what it is we do, leaving us a 5-star review would be awesome. Anything less with a bit of criticism, and constructive criticism, I should say, would be awesome to hear too. Obviously, we don't make any money off of this or with any ads. We just like to watch anime. Again, if you like what it is we do and have already reviewed us or can't review us, then telling a friend about the show would also be super, super cool. We have a Facebook page. That's facebook.com/Who's That Anime, where we post the latest episodes and the occasional anime meme. We have a Discord. You can find the link to that in the show notes. We also have a YouTube channel where Colin painstakingly puts together the video components of these episodes. We're recording right now. You'll be seeing me wearing my Dragon Ball hoodie again, because it's fucking cold. And essentially, where are we now with that, Colin?
Oh,
What's the next one going to be?
next one. Episode 3.
Episode 4? Episode 3?
Wow, hang on. Hmm.
If we're recording episode 7, I presume it would be episode 4.
Yeah.
Long live the 3-episode deficit.
Along with it'll be episode 4. Yes, so episode 4 technically maybe. Um we'll do the Christmas, New Year. Yeah, that'll be episode 4, eh? That's right.
Yeah. Cool.
Let's go with that. Yeah. So
And
two today.
other than that, while Colin calculates that in the background, Colin and I also like to play video games sometimes. Colin at twitch.tv/couchfuel and myself at twitch.tv/hailpayman. There's not a lot going on there at the moment because of other bits and pieces. However, if you do want to watch some of the gameplay that we have done over the years, you can find archives for both of those channels at youtube.com by searching for the channels Couchfuel or Hail Payman.
Yeah. Definitely episode 4.
Definitely episode 4. Excellent.
Yep.
Well, we've done it.
Another episode.
Yep, done. We're in the back 9 now. Definitely.
No, we're not, because there's not another 9 episodes to go there.
We're not? Shit.
Yeah, it'll be. We're going on to like up to the 3rd episode. The 2/3 of the way through the season.
Yeah.
Or
It's meandering along a bit of a pace right now, because we've kind of had the big midway action thing, and now it's sort of on the downslide again, into sort of more comedic and familiar territory. So I guess we'll see where this goes.
I suppose that's one way of looking at this. Yeah. Next week, episode 8.
Episode 8.
1/8 into the story of Chainsaw.
No, it's not. It's not 1/8.
It's not 1/8. Is if you make it like 10 episodes.
It's technically 3/4.
3/4.
The next episode we will be 3/4 of the way through.
3/4.
No, wait, 2/3.
2/3.
2/3.
2/3, man.
2/3.
Fractions.
Yep.
They work.
Yep. I'd rather have a 1/4 pounder than a 1/3 pounder. All right.
I mean, yeah, 1/3 pounder would be quite heavy on you, man.
Apparently, I don't know whether this is urban legend or not, but there was a burger called the 1/3 pounder,
Uh-huh.
And people didn't buy it because they thought they were getting ripped off because it wasn't as big as the quarter pounder.
I mean, if it wasn't as big as a quarter pounder in
It
size, or
was it was a third of a pound, but because it had a 3 and not a 4, people were like, "That's not as big."
yeah, I can understand that. I mean, at the same time, though, it's to see what it looked like, because I don't know, quarter pounders about
Uh huh.
that. Third
Oof.
might be like that,
Oof.
or you just get the 72-ounce steak.
How many pounds is that?
Uh, Fucking a lot.
It's like
It's like 12 ounces in a pound,
64.
or 16 ounces in a
Isn't
pound.
it 16 ounces in a pound? So
Mm-hmm.
32 is 4 is 64. 4.5 pounds.
4.5 pounds worth of meat.
End this, Colin.
I mean, normally a steak over here is what? A large one would be 12 ounce.
Maybe.
I think that's a large one.
Jesus Christ.
So let's times that by 6.
What we'll do, Colin, is we'll take a trip to Glasgow,
Uh huh.
right? And we'll go to Viva Brazil, which is an all-you-can-eat steak place.
Why is it called Brazil?
Because it's all Brazilian-style steak.
Oh, okay. Does that mean like they'll wax it with the hairs and all that? That's a Brazilian,
I don't
right?
know. I don't know. Yeah, sure. All I know is they bring food to you on a sword
Uh
and
huh.
put it onto your plate with another sword. So
So you get to eat it with a sword.
no, but you do have a
Uh huh.
cup thing, a coaster that has traffic lights on it: green for bring me more food, and red for please stop bringing me food.
Oh, fuck's sake, man. Yeah,
We
let's do
should
that.
go. We should do that.
Oh, okay, let's do that. Let's do traffic light Brazilian steaks, but not waxed. Not Brazilian waxed.
I mean, it might be waxed. I don't know.
I'm I'm pretty sure Brazilians is isn't that not like when you
A little strip.
yeah. I thought it was like you get something removed like pubic hair or
Yeah, it is. It's a little strip of pubic hair left.
oh a little strip of pubic hair.
Yeah,
What?
that's what it is.
Oh.
Where are we? Meats. Here's the list of meats. Cap of rump, garlic steak, chili chicken, parmesan pork, leg of lamb, sirloin steak, Brazilian sausage, rump steak, flank steak, ribeye steak, beef ribs, lamb chops, chicken hearts, smoked gammon, and cinnamon pineapple.
Chicken hearts.
Yeah, I've had
That's
the
a
chicken
thing.
hearts.
That's a thing.
Yeah,
I worked with a Brazilian, and he was always on about the chicken hearts being great.
yeah. Well, I have had a chicken heart, and they're pretty good.
He had a heart of a chicken. Is it actually
Yeah,
literally? Is it actually a heart
it's
of a chicken?
literally a heart of a chicken. Yeah.
Why do we give chicken hearts? Why don't we have like pig hearts and cow hearts?
Because the chicken hearts are like bite sized.
Yeah, but you get so much more meat in a cow's heart.
Yeah. I mean, that is true. Or the
And
anyway. Ooh, sign up for free caipirinhas on your next visit.
yep, that's the thing.
We're not sponsored by Viva Brazil.
Not yet,
Not yet.
but maybe.
At us. We're not on Twitter, but at us. See us out, Colin.
All right. Without being sponsored by anyone, I'm not trying to get sponsored by a Brazilian steakhouse buffet. We're out of here. We'll see you next anime place, same anime place, same anime time, same Brazilian wax lines. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.